Hi, my name is Bill Decker. I'm here at EMG TV, and today we're going to be taking a look at the ENGL E670 Special Edition Guitar Amplifier. The first thing you'll want to know is how to select the individual channels of this amp. The selector switches are by the volume controls of each individual channel. If I hit this switch right here, by the clean volume control, you see a green light come on. I'm now in the clean channel. Now over here by the crunch volume is the selector switch. You see a yellow light come on. I'm now in the crunch channel. Now down here by the lead 1 volume control is a selector switch. You see a red light come on. I'm now in the lead 1 channel. Beside the lead 1, lead 2 channel, hit that switch. You see a red light. I'm now in lead 2 channel. Now over here to the far left is the selector switch for the tube driver channel. I hit this button. I'm now in the tube driver channel, but with no EQ. I hit the button to the right of the tube driver channel, and I'm into the tube driver channel with EQ. Now all the controls for the tube driver channel are on the back of the amp, and we're going to take a look at that later. Okay, let's take a look at the clean channel. I hit this button here. I'm now in the clean channel. Over here is the gain for the clean channel, a gain boost switch, the bass control, the middle, the treble. Over here to the right, I have the normal bright switch, the ultra bright switch, and the reverb control. I access the reverb by hitting this button here. Reverb off, reverb on. And here we're back to the clean volume control. Now let's take a look at a track that features the clean channel. To the right of the clean channel volume is the crunch channel volume. To the right of that, I hit this switch. Now I'm in the crunch channel. Okay, over here is the crunch gain. I can turn it down, clean it up a bit. Turn it up. Put on the gain boost. The crunch channel shares the bass control and the middle control with the clean channel, but the crunch channel has its own treble control. Also, the crunch channel has a normal bright that it shares with the clean. And the ultra bright switch, which is also shared by the clean channel. They also share the reverb And we're back to the volume control. Okay, I'm going to switch guitars to a single coil pickup to show you this ultra bright switch, which is what I call the Texas switch. Okay, now I have my Strat to show you the ultra bright switch, which is what I call the Texas switch. My Strat is loaded with an SAV in the neck and an ENGL E670 TWX in the bridge. So first we're going to listen to this without the ultra bright switch engaged. It sounds like this. All right, now I'm going to engage the ultra bright and put some Texas on it. So you can see that's a very awesome switch. One of my favorite switches on this amplifier. Now let's take a listen to a track that features the crunch channel with the ultra bright switch on. Now let's take a look at another track that features the crunch channel with the depth boost engaged. Okay, now we're going to take a look at lead channel 1. I hit the switch here. I'm now on lead channel 1. Lead channel 1 is the channel that most metal guitar players like to play their rhythm in. It has a lot of gain to it. You can even get more gain by hitting the high gain switch. Over here to the right, I have the bass, middle, which is shared by lead 1 and lead 2, and our treble control. Lead 1 has its own dedicated treble. Now the bass and middle are also shared by lead gain 2, but lead gain 1 has its own treble control. Here is our contour active switch. Contour off. Contour on. To the right of the contour switch, I have the mid-edge switch. Mid-edge switch off. And mid-edge switch on. Now, the lead 1 and lead 2 channels share a reverb control. We'll put a little reverb on it. And we're back to our volume control. Now let's listen to a track that features lead channel 1 with the contour switch on and the depth boost on. Now let's listen to another track in lead channel 1 with the same setting. Okay, let's take a look at lead channel 2. I hit this button here by the lead 2 volume. I'm now in the lead 2 channel. Over here is the lead 2 gain. I can roll it down for lower gain settings. Here in the center is the high gain. I can hit that switch and even get more gain. Then we have our bass in middle, which is also shared by lead 1 and lead 2. Lead 2 has its own dedicated treble control, which is very responsive. Roll it back. Roll it up. The contour switch. Turn on the mid-edge switch. Turn on the reverb. And we're back to the lead 2 volume. Now let's take a listen to a track that features the lead 2 channel with the high gain on and the mid edge on. I like to call the tube driver channel the vintage channel, and that's because it takes a direct path from the input to the effects loop. Everything is bypassed on this amp. It's a real pure channel. You still get your master volume A, master volume B. You also get presence A, presence B. Your effects loops work, and you get the depth boost switch because the depth boost is located in the power amp section of this amp. This is a real, just to the point channel. And I can add the depth boost. Or effects. Now all the controls for the tube driver channel are on the back of the amp, and we're going to take a look at that in a second. Here's without EQ, with EQ. Okay, let's take a look at the tone controls in the back of the amplifier for the tube driver. Right here on the back of the amp are the controls for the tube driver. To the far left is the level control, and to the far right is the sensitivity control. Turn down, it's going to be clean. If you want some more gain, turn it up. If I engage the tube driver with EQ, you'll have bass, mid, treble, and a contour switch. Now let's take a listen to a track that features the tube driver channel with EQ. Now let's take a look at the output section of this amp. This amp has two master volume controls, master volume A and master volume B. This switch here toggles between master volume A and master volume B. This amp also has two presence controls. This switch here toggles between presence control A and presence control B. Now all four of these channels and the tube driver channel can be sent to any one of these presence or master volume controls. Over here we have our low high power button, half power 50 watts, full power 100 watts. This is a speaker cabinet selector switch. This will toggle between two separate speaker cabinets. This is a noise gate. Noise gate is on, noise gate off, noise gate back on. The controls for the noise gate are in the back. It has a mute depth and threshold. Now up here we have our effects loop. This switch here toggles between effects loop 1 and effects loop 2. Effects loops 1 and 2 also have a dry-wet mix control knob in the back. And this switch here turns on the serial effects loop. Here I have it dry. Turn on some effects. I have a TC Major electronics effects device plugged into this effects loop. Down here we have a switch that switches between modern. If I engage this switch, it goes to the classic. Back to modern. Up here we have our depth boost switch and our mega low punch switch. The circuitry for the depth boost switch is located in the power amp section of this amp, where the circuitry for the mega low punch is located in the preamp section of this amp. So they act very different. Let's take a listen. Here we have neither one engaged. All right, so we're going to put in the depth boost. Okay, let's go to the mega low punch. And that takes care of the output section of this amp. To get the most out of this amp, you're going to want to use a MIDI foot controller. This amp will store 128 MIDI presets. The only way to access those presets is with a MIDI foot controller. You hit these buttons, choose the channel you want, dial in your tone shaping. And then as soon as I hit some buttons, you see this light blinking over here. All I have to do is hold this down for about 3 seconds. You see 3 blinks, and now that is stored in a MIDI bank. I can bank up to another bank, dial in some sounds, and again, as soon as I hit a button, you see the light blink. Get my sound up, hold down the button, and now it's saved in another MIDI preset. So you have 128 MIDI presets to save all your sounds for any situation, such as recording or performing. Now I'm going to play a track that features all 4 channels with 6 different settings and effect switching that I've pre-programmed into the MIDI presets that I'm going to access with the MIDI foot controller. The ENGL E670 is a superbly crafted machine that is a true testament to the genius of German engineering. This is the most versatile amp that I have ever used. This is the ultimate amp for both studio and live, from classic rock to modern death metal.